Welcome in, beautiful people. Welcome to the channel. I am cold and wrapped up, but we're here to go over the Housewives of Rhode Island. This is season 1, episode 4. It was titled De-Railed Divas. Let's welcome in James, who is here to guest host today for this episode from the Watch Your Mouth Reviews channel. Welcome in.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate you. Love this show. Like, comment, and subscribe, everybody.
Yes. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, see the links in the description of this video. As you just saw on the screen, there's a link to James's channel. There's also a link to several other great content creators that post lots of content all the time of a different variety. We've got travel content and music content. Some of them do scripted shows, panels. There's a little bit of everything for everyone in there. Let's get into Rhode Island. I feel like we're losing momentum. I'm not going to lie. I do feel like we're losing momentum. I was not engaged this episode, but I feel like maybe this episode is going to set up like other filler episodes, if that makes sense. So I'm a hope, not filler, but the rest of the season, because I was not entertained at all, y'all. Also, before we get started, I wanted to say thank you to all of the creators that took the time to congratulate me on me reaching 800 subscribers. Several creators did reach out. I appreciate that. You guys have been sharing my posts, liking my videos, sending people. So I really want to issue a special thank you to Shayna_MCB TV, Kiwan J TV, Redefine Me 7, Miss Kira Speaks, Tamika's Den, Life with Alicia, and Black Girls Den podcast. You guys did a lot to support me. I do appreciate that. I'm gonna hope that I will monetize soon, but I'm scared to apply. So I'm going to just ride the month of May. And then after May, we'll see if the spirit tells me to. We will see. Because I'm kind of scared to monetize because I've heard a lot of horror stories about it from people. Welcome in, Dr. Jen. Welcome in. But yeah, myself and James, we've both been getting a bunch of new subscribers. So I appreciate y'all. I'm sure he appreciates everybody as well. All right. Now we got to get into these boring heifers. Not a lot really happened, but then kind of some stuff happened. We start the episode with Dolores going to see Liz. Dolores, I want you to understand that I am not wooed by you on this show. I am actually like a little disappointed. But I'm not surprised. Like, I knew that Dolores was not going to give much, but I thought that she'd give more. Did you feel the same?
Yes.
Because she just comes around.
She's just like, there. Like, to me, okay, Dolores, I get this is your twin sister. So I totally get you wanted to come up on here and, show your support and love. But I need you to be activated like you was when you was cussing out Marge over her trying to make you look like you wasn't shit in front of Teresa. I need that Dolores. That's who I thought was showing up, because some of these heifers needed to get red. So I don't know what you was doing here, but for you just to be here, it's like, okay. Yeah, I need more.
Do something.
Yes.
Put one leg on one hand on here and rub your stomach and hop up and down on one leg. Anything. Dolores, please do something, though.
I thought she was really going to be messy. I really thought Dolores was going to be messy, ask questions, like stir up some mess, stir up some beefs between these people that needed to happen, that didn't happen.
She's given us like absolutely nothing. It's and I agree, Dr. Jen. She's not needed.
No, we don't need her.
All she does with Liz, they discuss the drama that happened at Liz's party. We saw Liz get drunk, storm upstairs into a strangely decorated room, and then lose her marbles on Kelsey and all the other ladies. Liz does point out that she's disgusted with her own behavior. She says that she feels like she drank too much and she came off as bitter and mean. And she says that she also felt as though Kelsey co-signed the narrative that Liz has something going on with Dino by bringing up the ongoing rumor. Kelsey didn't get past the word ongoing before Liz went off and ran away. So I'm like, I get that you felt someone was going to do something, but you gotta give not Kelsey. Yes, Kelsey. I get these heifers mixed up. All these colorless women look the same to me sometimes. But Kelsey, she shouldn't have been asking that question, not in such a public place, in my opinion. But I don't feel like Kelsey was asking to be harmful to Liz. I really don't. I don't know if you felt the same thing, but I felt like the reaction that Liz gave to Kelsey did not warrant the reaction that she gave her. So I didn't like it. But Liz, to say that you think that Kelsey co-signed it to avoid discussing her own issues, you threw more shade at her intentionally than she threw at you that night. But apparently that Liz feels like Kelsey owes her an apology, but she also feels like she needs to give Kelsey an apology. Before we get into that, they had also discussed that Rula is a boss at work, but not at being a wife and handling her husband. I agree. Because Rula needs to leave the man. But how do you feel about Liz and how she feels about the situation with Kelsey? Because I'm kind of like, Liz, you owe Kelsey an apology. I don't feel like Kelsey owes Liz an apology. I just don't.
I 100% agree. Kelsey does not owe Liz anything. Liz was tripping. Liz actually validated the rumors, if not anybody else would. And then also, Liz, you mad at the wrong motherfucker. You mad at the wrong mother. You needed to be mad at Alicia. Because Alicia was the one who brought this to the light. This is given Liz is Teresa and Alicia is Dolores. This is exactly what this is given off rip already. Because the fact that you could flip this and get mad at Marge, aka Kelsey, because she, had a previous relationship with him as well, and you didn't want, because I think that's what she was mad at. I think that she was mad that Kelsey had a relationship with this man too, and it sparked jealousy. That's my opinion. I know I could be reaching, but to me,
as we go into the live more, we'll discuss that more, but you're not. Because I think a lot of people, as they watch the show and what came out, will also feel that way. But we'll come back to that because they talk about it later on. Hi, Sandra. Welcome in. You know what? I was mad I missed your live this morning because you're on the East Coast. So it was like 7:30 a.m. for me. And normally I wake up naturally, y'all, at 5:15 a.m. all the time, like clockwork. It's weird, with or without an alarm. But I slept in today. I slept in. I have to be at work by 8 a.m. I woke up at 8:04, but I work from home, so it worked out. It worked itself out. But I wanted to watch your live and was looking at some of your replay. Let me see. Liz was on them powdered donuts, the booger sugar. She was acting like it.
She was like, hell, if I didn't know any better, hell, because something had to explain that, unless she was doing something else she had no business doing.
It's either she was on something or your theory about how, like, with Kelsey and Dino's history. I think it's that more than booger sugar. Because Liv's give me someone that uses the supply of her dispensary often. I don't feel like she goes further than that. Not Dino, the dinosaur community bean.
It is.
Like, it's a small state. So
it's a small state. How
Lord.
Unless he like Rula La husband over there and cheating every 2 seconds.
He looked like he gonna give us the season 1 of our life. Here, Rula La's husband is about to give us entertainment we didn't know we needed, y'all. By the by, you guys, these are some of the creators that are in the description of this video. Sandra P, Jen Extra, she is monetized. Go support her, hype her video. It does do a lot for the creators that are monetized. And Kiwan JTV, our moderator, and she also has a channel. She's covering a new show that I'm very interested in on Peacock. Ooh. Very interested in it, yes. Which now I finally have Peacock. I figured that out yesterday. I'm proud of myself. We have to sign up with Josiah's email because they did not like me. She said, it's hard to coordinate with you. Thanks. No worries. No worries. I'm just over here in California. Even James is about to be on the East Coast. I'm just away from all of the YouTube community. Please do. Please do. I appreciate you guys. And shout out to the replay gang, those who are watching when we're no longer live. Y'all matter too. And Thug Life. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We gonna move forward. Ashley, Rosie, Alicia, and Kelsey, they all meet up. And Alicia reveals to us that Rula met Brian while he was married to her Spanish teacher. Before I get into that, Alicia, you messy. Alicia, you are proving to me slowly but surely, and I could be wrong because it's still season one. Alicia is misery loves company. Okay? Literally, because she's unhappy in her own situation and she always has something to say about everybody else or everybody else's something. Like it all comes back to Alicia in some way. Have you noticed that?
I told you this last time. I said this lady. Let me kind of break it down because she already let the shit out last episode. Lady, you are miserable. Your house ain't in your name. The businesses ain't in your name. Your man ain't giving you shit, but a hard time. You got a baby. You got to ask him for money that you don't feel comfortable with asking with. So all you mean to tell me that you can give us is the fact that you want to let everybody business out on the street.
That's what Alicia is the bone collector, as Sheree used to call herself, and we see where Sheree's at.
And the fact that none of y'all, especially you, Liz, which we'll get to in a minute, Liz, this is what Kelsey need. That energy. I mean, this is energy you need to get to Alicia. Is energy you giving to Kelsey. That's who needs it. Because y'all, I don't Liz. I mean, not Liz. Alicia must know where all the bodies is buried. She must
She
know where
knows a lot.
everything. Because the fact that y'all is not clocking her. Oh wow. Okay.
Somebody needs to, which happens in this episode. Hi, CC. I hope you're
It was
having a
just the
good
wrong person.
Monday.
Hi,
Good
Cece.
evening, Mrs. Best Q1J and chat. Welcome in, welcome in. Ay, y'all. But I agree with everything you're saying about Alicia, because she's definitely given messy and she finds a way to be messy. But I'm okay with it. I miss when housewives were messy without like going all the way below the belt. This is just like funny and entertaining. But she revealed all of that. So basically, the rumor is that Rula's husband has been a cheat since before Pac died. Okay, that's what I got from all of this, because he cheated on his first wife, Alicia's Spanish teacher, which makes me like, how old is Brian? Or did you take Spanish as an adult or something because you want to go on a trip?
Well,
Like, I was
remember,
confused.
she's only 41. Alicia is. Alicia's only 41, which means that she would have been a senior while I was a freshman. So that could be like the man could be in his late 50s or 60s if I'm only 36. We'll be
He
36
could be.
Saturday.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how
Yeah.
old is Brian? Because through all of this, I was like, dang, he old as the dirt. Lord, he been here for a second. But they moved on, which I thought was odd, to discuss Liz and Kelsey. Sandra said, I love Alicia. Anyone with a Bratz collection is harmless. You know what? I actually agree with that. I
Okay.
don't think she's harmful. She's just messy, but she's not messy in a way that's gonna like go below the
I
belt
feel
or
like, yeah, I was gonna say,
not be fun.
I feel like it's messy, but she's taking things too far, and she knows how to stand clear of the daggers. So I can't
Mhm.
say that she's harmless because what she is doing is creating havoc and harm for other people that is catching her bullet. Is what I'm saying. I feel like other people are catching Alicia's bullet. Kelsey just caught one, and I feel like somebody else is gonna catch one. I feel like it's gonna be Joellen next. I really do.
Liz caught one too, because that's the whole reason we know about Dino. Alicia
Yeah,
had
and
brought
Liz,
it up.
yeah, but
She's
Liz
just
caught a
working
bullet.
her
Yeah,
way through the through
through the
the
friend
through
circle.
the the
Yeah,
past.
and that's how
Which
people
is
get that. That's
crazy.
how people get iced out the group because pretty soon
Hmm.
people are gonna put two and two together. So she may, be harmless, but the problem is that she keep moving the way she move. People gonna start putting shit together and then icing her out. Like that's how that happens. Look at
That's
Sheree.
true. That's true. Yeah, Sheree, now she's one of the least respected people on reality
Right.
TV. It doesn't work out well. They discuss Liz, the issues that happened with Liz and Kelsey at the event. And Kelsey says that she was trying to explain to Liz that it's probably not smart to invite Dino places and to hang out with Dino more than you need to because of all of the rumors that are around and out about Dino. Now, at this point in the episode, we did not know because Kelsey had not said yet that she herself had a situation with Dino. But the fact that she said that later in the episode, but then in this scene made it seem like she was just trying to look out for her friend with the rumor. But then we later learned that that was not the case. Dang, my cat just like me out so loud. I'm sorry. Uh, my husband came home and the cat got happy and howled. But she definitely I don't know. Kelsey's messy too. So I'm kind of looking at Kelsey
Hmm.
now with the side eye, knowing what we know. Because either way, if I want my friend to know a certain thing about the rumor, I'm not going to talk to my friend while they drunk. I'm going to wait till they sober up a little bit before I try to communicate. But Kelsey was also drunk. But Alicia pretty much says, because Kelsey's like, I didn't want to make her upset. I was uncomfortable with Liz going off. And Alicia says, yeah, she can be scary. And she says that she feels like she has to walk on eggshells with Liz and that she is sometimes scared of her. Now, I don't think that, I mean, why are you friends with somebody you scared of? Like, and I
Tell it.
can't say that she was joking because that's like a weird joke to make, in my opinion. I've never felt afraid of James. I don't feel he's been afraid of me. Um, I'm not being friendly or having any type of relationship with anyone that I have a fear of or feel like I have to walk on eggshells with. Like, I'm not doing it. But
Because
how do
then
you
you're not
feel?
friends.
That's not a
No,
friendship.
that's not a friendship. That's what we're saying. That's not a friendship. That's not a camaraderie. That's not anything. To me, you're using her for a benefit or two if you're afraid of her. Because to me, any true authentic friend, and the thing about it is, Liz and like let's say Liz and Dolores, Liz and Alicia, Liz and who else?
Look at him looking at the picture because these
Because I'm
women
trying to,
all look the
yeah,
same.
and Rula, and and Joelle, and she's been friends with these ladies for years. I highly doubt that those women are scared of her. Like, I
I think
highly
it's
doubt
what
it.
Miss Cece's saying down here. I think this is exactly what it is. Liz is just loud. She's not scary. I think
Yeah,
she's
she's not
loud
scary.
and she's the type that seems like if she has a problem with you, she's going to confront it right then and there and probably not take time to think. But I don't think she's
I
scary. She
think,
just
like, to
laughs.
me, like, maybe she can get your country club badge revoked or something. Maybe that's scary, or maybe she can, you know, no, I'm just saying maybe it's
The
one of them
country
type.
club
Maybe she sits on the
badge.
board of, the very five-star restaurants, and she can have your picture of sitting up there talk about you can't get in. Maybe it's something like that, where it's, maybe that's what they're scared of, is that maybe her word goes a long way. And if you cross her, she can really end you in this state. I don't know. I'm just saying that's what it looked like to me. That's what I read, because to me, if I was on the show and Liz crossed me, she would get cussed the fuck out. Like, Kelsey better than I ever could have been. Because ain't no way in the hell
Yeah.
she would have talked to me like that upstairs in that
Oh yeah, I
room
would
with all that
have.
crazy shit. It
Yeah,
would have been, oh, y'all would have heard a whole bunch of shit if it was me.
yeah.
But that's just what I'm saying. Like, she must have a lot of weight in the state. She must have a lot of weight.
I don't know. Liz is weird. Hi Shayna, welcome in, you guys. Also check out Shayna's channel. I appreciate you for stopping by. I appreciate you so much. Sandra is greeting Shayna. It looked like Dr. Jen is agreeing with us. I heavily agree with this, and it looks like Dr. Jen does too. Liz is loud as hell, but she does seem really sweet. She's just
She
loud.
does. She seems like she's a sweetheart. Like I said, she not only does she look like Dolores, but she reminds me of Dolores. Because this is how
Mm-hmm.
Dolores moves too, where people are afraid to cross her for whatever reason. People are afraid to cross her on New Jersey. Nobody. That's why she was able to be in both cliques, both
That's because
Teresa's clique and
Dolores
Marge's
was
clique.
raised. What Dolores say? She said she was raised in the hood of Patterson, New Jersey. She grew up around more of this than she did that. And so
Anything else? Yep.
and it shows. Um, Lord help us. So we move on to Joe Ellen. Joe Ellen, this was a weird scene. So, as we know, when we first met Joe Ellen told us that her husband dated her sister first in high school. I don't know what happened, but Joellen decided she wanted her sister's man and chased after him for years and years, and eventually they got married. Fast forward to today with the kids in the house and all of that, we see that the sister that dated her husband Gary in high school, her name is Jasmine. She is pretty much they nanny. She was folding laundry, doing laundry, putting up clothes, cooking, cleaning the house because Joellen says she don't like chores. She says she's always known that she likes to work. She does not like chores. So I guess she has her sister who used to be with her husband do her chores, which I found to be very odd. Yes, Sandra, it's given Terry and Max from Soul Food. It absolutely is. Because, this is weird. Like,
Okay. Because Jasmine, you a fool.
it's
Ain't
weird
no way to
enough.
hell. Where's your
It's
man?
it's weird enough that the sisters dated, it makes it, or that the sister and her husband dated, it makes it even weirder that now she's just in the house like everything is good. Like I would never be able to trust it. Then she made weird comments telling us, oh, Gary and Jazz, they never had sex or anything. I mean, he might have felt a boob or something in high school. I'm like, what the heck?
Okay.
Like it just got weirder and weirder. And the thing of it is, even though we knew about it, us seeing the sister would have said, okay, where there's no beef, maybe they're like not tripping. But Joellen made it weird for me. And her sister made it weird. Like, I don't think her sister is as okay with it as it seems. Like, you're not going to be making jokes about sexual innuendos with my husband. That's highly inappropriate. Highly inappropriate, even if they had never dated. Like, why are you doing that with your brother-in-law? And Joellen, why are you describing your sister's relationship with your husband as a playful, flirty relationship? The whole dynamic for me was weird. The whole dynamic was weird. And it's even weirder that her sister doesn't have any kids. Her sister doesn't have a man. It looks weird. It looks weird. How do you feel about it?
The
Because
same way you felt about it. I was like, first of all, ain't no way in hell I'm finna be up in my sister's house and being the whole fucking nanny to a man that I used to be with and picking up after their kids and doing the fucking laundry and folding up his drawers and shit. Ain't no way in hell I'm about to do that. I'm sorry. You better go call mama or somebody else. Like, what the fuck is we doing? Like, no, that's not about to happen. And then another thing, that sister was too passive for me. She was way too passive. Like, I get helping out. I get like, maybe stopping by, maybe dropping off a tray of lasagna or something. I get that. Like, I'm not opposed to doing that, but I'm not finna be no whole fucking nanny while you out of town. I'm not about to do all of that. I'm just not, like, there's no way in
it's taking
hell.
it a little far. And maybe it's because she said her mom don't like to watch the kids, but you say you want to work. It looks like you don't have to. Watch your own kids, girl, or hire a sitter. Okay, there's so much she can do.
Well, I don't understand why he couldn't watch his own kids, because this doesn't seem like this is out of left field for Joellen to go out of town. So why can't he watch his own kids and cook and clean and do all this kind of stuff?
Because they're doing that traditional BS. CC says grandma always said, don't let other women roam freely around your house, even family. That's how my family, my Nana told me that
We was mentioning
all the
so
time.
cousin Faith. We don't remember her.
Yeah. I mean, we don't want nobody in the house. You always watch people around your partner. And people like to say, oh, you're insecure. No. It has nothing to do with being insecure or any of that. It's just if you have something that matters to you, protect it and value it. And sometimes the easy way to do that is he don't need to be all up around people. My husband and little sister, they are both the same sign. Their birthdays are days apart. They get along really, really well. Ain't no way. And we be house sitting for each other and stuff when the other's on vacation, watching each other's pets. That's weird. Joellen, it's weird. Never has Naima made a sexual joke towards my husband. Absolutely not. It's crazy. But, maybe the colorless, maybe this is what they do. I don't know. I don't know. This must be colorless activities. Right. Said his drawers smell good. That was
shit
my
took
thing.
me for a loop.
If
I
you're
was like,
doing
wait
the
a minute.
laundry, I understand the towels. I understand the kids' laundry. Please, I'll wash my man's drawers or he will wash them himself. That's weird. It's just, but okay, Joellen. But then you want to have a big opinion about Rue La La and her man. You better be
Okay, you need to
cool
be
because your situation
watching
was
your own
weird.
shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You got your own
Yeah.
problems.
Okay. Yeah. It looked like if the sister threw it at him, he wouldn't turn it down.
No, because that's who caught his eye first anyway, was the sister. She had him first. And that's why it's a dangerous dynamic, because if anything ever happens, what if the sister says, you insecure? Well, I had him first. That ain't my problem.
Okay,
Like,
this might get back. Shit.
there are billions of people in the world and you chose to chase after your sister's ex-work. Like, what? No.
Or current, because hell, she didn't identify what the relationship status was.
That's the truth. That is
So
the
yeah.
truth. These people weird. Now, Alicia has her aunts over to the house that her name is not on.
And you said I'm shady.
I mean, her house, her name is not on the house. I'm just saying, and she keep telling us. So since she keep telling us, I'm gonna keep talking about it. But Alicia has her aunts who are so much fun. Rula, Liz, Ashley, all of them come over. And it's Ashley's first time around the group without Rosie because Ashley and Rosie are good friends in actual life. And she's only here because of her husband and pretty much Rosie. She don't know too many people in Rhode Island. But Alicia says that because they discuss her home in the prenup, and she says that she hates having to ask her man for money now that she's not working. Why aren't you working, Alicia? You look able-bodied. You're walking around, you're hosting, you're showing up to everything. Why are you not working? Your daughter's old enough to where she's in school most of the day. And then when she comes home, she's probably away from you doing homework or at after school activities or with a tutor, the way you guys live your life. So why are you not working? If you don't like to ask a man for money and you have the ability to work and are choosing not to work, then I don't feel sorry for you. And I know that sounds mean, but I just feel like if you're able to work, why are you complaining and downing your man for trying to protect what's his? Because maybe he's trying to protect what's his because you ain't working. Like, what is really going on? Like, I don't fully understand it. Alicia seems like she's making a lot of excuses for things. But she also explains some of her past. She says she's always been a runaway bride. Men have wanted to marry her. She's had successful relationships, and she always kind of goes away from things before they get taken to the next step. She's surprised that she stayed with her man being engaged for so long, but she says she needs to see more of a commitment before she decides to marry him. Honestly, the things that she's upset with her husband or her fiance about, it sounds like are the exact things that that she kind of wants from him. Like, you want him to put your name on the house and all of this before he can marry you. But it's like, why is that a commitment when he's living with you? If you need money, he's giving you money. Doesn't sound like he's downing you. You just don't like that you have to ask for it. Like, I feel like she's not telling us the whole story of the relationship. Because I would give you a prenup too if you're not working and you can. And then you're demanding you want your name on the house and all of these monetary things. That tells him he needs to get a prenup. So I kind of see both ends of it. Also, why do you feel you need to have access to stuff that he had before you? Like, at least try to talk about redoing the prenup or something of that nature. But something with her was off. The aunties give Rula some advice about getting past the lies and stuff. With her husband. I'm not going to get too much into Rula right now, but how did you feel about that scene with the aunties and hearing her stuff?
You know, the colorless do things way different than the color people because to me, I kind of feel like there's no way. I get what you're saying because I do understand he has to protect what is his, but to me, I don't feel like at least the house should be in her name too. Like at least because she's raising their daughter in that house. So I kind of feel like he could at least do that. Like I understand she need to get out and get a fucking job. I don't care if you work at a damn call center. You need to go do something. Like you can't just be sitting over there expecting him just to drop money on you. You not doing shit but day drinking or whatever the fuck you was doing. Like I think that no, for sure she needs to do something. And the show does not count because they're not even paying them what they supposed to be paying them in the beginning stages. They don't get this until season 6, season 7. So to me, I feel like she definitely needs to get a job. She needs to do something. But I feel like at the least, though, he could at least put her name on the house. Like at least in case
The
something
house is
happens.
one of those things. It's like you're living together. So the same an apartment lease would be, it should be the same with the house. But I mean, again, she's not telling us much more. I want her to stop complaining about it, though, and either go sit with an attorney or financial advisor, get your own paperwork or something drawn up and figure it out, or be quiet. But she can't say nothing because she's not working, and I don't think she wants to. So it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, lady, please just stop. Yeah. But moving forward, Rosie goes and meets and talks with Ashley. Rosie is still undecided on if she wants to have kids. She doesn't know what she wants to do. I wish her and Rich the best in making their decision. Is there anything else you want to add? Because I'm not wasting time on it. No. You know, maybe she'll give us a clear answer at the reunion. Liz and Kelsey, they meet up together. We learn in this scene that Kelsey slept with Dino before. he became friends with Liz and Jerry, I believe the husband's name are, because we got like 3 Jerrys on this cast, don't we? All the
I think
husbands
so.
got similar names. But found it interesting. Kelsey explains that she was a little bit uncomfortable at the party because she felt like she had to be in a space and see Dino. She says that they used to be a thing and they had a bad breakup. Looks like Dino wasn't accepted and she was done with him. And he used to show up places and mess with her, harass her, just, do things that I believe, because he looked like the type to do it, that he was probably doing. She says that's what it is, Sandra. Gary and Jerry. It's so easy to get.
Yeah, very easy to get those names mixed up because they very much alike. You just pronunciation is the issue.
That's literally the issue, is the
Yeah,
pronunciation, and they both start with G.
right.
But Kelsey kind of threw me off. She says she has PTSD over the situation with Dino, but I'm like, when did you date Dino if you've been with old guy since you were a teenager? So
I'm finna tell you the answer. I already know.
you just been cheating on him left and right. Y'all are
Left
not
and
in a
right, yes.
relationship.
Yeah, so this been going on. This wasn't something she just decided to do this season of Real Housewives of Rhode. You've been doing this shit. And the problem with it is Dino was gonna blow up your spot and get you up out that house and them cars and shit. So
Yep.
that's why you made it look like we not listen, Kelsey. And I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't want your ass coming after me. But I'm just saying that's mildly convenient that you were still with this man 10 years ago. You messing around with Dino, so you always done had you a little slide. But why go public with it now? Because it doesn't look like the current dude can give you what this man can give you. So why? And it didn't. And the show don't look like Dino can give you this shit either. So why go public with him? Yeah, Kelsey
It was
is
actually
weird.
a dangerous thing to do because she basically accused Dino of harassment. And you better be careful, Kelsey, because if he watches this show and then sees that you said that he harassed you so bad that you have PTSD, he can sue you for defamation. So I hope that she is very careful in what she is saying. It looks like
Right.
Miss Sandra is seeing different perspectives as well based on how you explained it. But she definitely better be cool. I
Unless
don't
she already tried to sue, unless there's already legal paperwork from them, which means then why would he be at? I don't know.
No, I don't
She
think there's
moves
anything
weird.
like that. I do think part of what Liz said was right. I think that Kelsey probably does have a habit of she has a habit of making stuff look a certain way so that she doesn't
Hmm.
have to talk about her own situation. I just don't fully buy it. And if that was the case with Dino, you probably would have got a lot further with Liz if you said, listen, I'm uncomfortable because Dino was here, not because of y'all's situation and them rumors, but because of my situation with him. Liz should have, or Kelsey should have said that, but instead she went another route. I don't know. She just seems messy, but we gonna let Kelsey be. We just gonna let Kelsey be. Liz and her do apologize to each other. They make peace. And I respected Liz for not taking the side that most women would have done. Well, he's my friend. I don't believe that. I don't want to hear that. She was still like, well, I've had a different experience with him, but I'm sorry you went through that and I'll keep it in mind. So that proves right there, like Liz ain't as scary as these ladies are trying to make her out to be. When you
Right.
just downed her close friend that she crashes out over because of rumors, and she was still like, oh, I see your perspective. Like, but we'll see. We'll
Hmm.
see, y'all. We shall see. The ladies go rail exploring. It looked like they was cycling on an old ass railroad track with a beautiful view. Oh Lord, I love it. It's a creative way to use tracks. They do that in Santa Cruz up here in
Yes.
like Carmel by the sea. You can get on like these wine trains for like $100 and it'll take you all throughout the beautiful Santa Cruz mountains and California coast. And you could just get lit and eat cheese. It's a great time. So it looks like these ladies are doing an activity that was similar. It was beautiful. I do appreciate nature. Rhode Island is gorgeous, small as hell, but gorgeous. But Rosie tells a story about taking medical leave from work on the way there. And Kelsey decides to be messy and say in a confessional, not to her in the car, girl, bye. Why are you lying? Pretty much she said that that Rosie is lying because everybody in the state of Rhode Island knows that she wasn't on medical leave and that she was fired from her job for having an affair with the higher ups. Kelsey, it's looking like you have an obsession with making other people look like they date as recklessly as you do.
Mm-hmm.
Because what was the point in telling us that? Also, how does the state know? The only people who know are the people
Who
who
in it?
worked for her employer,
Yeah,
And legally they can't talk about it. So if they are, you're giving Miss Rosie a lawsuit.
sure is.
And separately from that, if she did, who cares? She's married today. So why are you bringing up old shit?
It was definitely in poor taste. I felt like she shouldn't even have said that. Not that I don't believe it, because I definitely do. But the problem that I have with it is that that's not your tea to spill. It's
It
not
was
your tea.
random. It
Yeah, it
didn't
was
make
not your
any
tea to
sense.
spill.
If somebody says something's medical, in my opinion, leave it alone. Also, this part, Sandra, if Rich don't care, then I don't care.
Right. Because
I
he still married her regardless if that was out there or
unlike
not.
you,
So
who can't
yeah.
get a ring or a
Who
baby.
can't get a ring, a baby, can't get the man to stop cheating with the lady in Miami, can't get your name on that house or them 5 cars you got
Now, if you
sitting
could
on the
get a
driveway.
man with the money that Kelsey's boyfriend has to lock you down, make you a wife, and stay faithful, that's a flex. But right now, she just is one of his hoes on this coast of the world
Okay,
in
that's
the
just
house.
occupying the house, keeping the pipes warm. That's all she doing.
Right. That literally keeping
Yeah,
them
that's
working.
just keeping them working. That's all she doing. It's turning the heat on and off. Like that's all she doing. And I'm not mad at that. Look, I'm not trying to hate because that's a flex, but it would even be a bigger flex if her name was on the house and all them cars was in her name.
Right.
That would be the bigger flex of it all. Like that
Put
would
a
make
ring
me
on
like,
it or put my name on it and
yes,
nothing different.
one of the two got to happen because I'm not gonna sit up in no house and you could just put me out after 10 years. There's no way. No, no, no,
Mhm.
no, no.
There's a lady on Ladies of London like that. She was married to like the Duke of something, Martha. Shout out to everybody for watching my Ladies of London reviews. I appreciate y'all. But pretty much because she was married to somebody who was in like the royal whatever,
Mm-hmm.
she got like nothing. I
Oh
mean, stuff
hell
she
no.
had before she got with him, she couldn't keep. So I was like, oh,
Oh no,
she,
no, 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 no.
yeah,
See, yeah.
terrible.
Y'all ladies gotta do
But
better. Like y'all gotta stop letting these men being handsome be a way to stop y'all from ruining
well,
y'all
that
shit.
man was in like British Parliament, so at least Martha has an excuse because he's part of government. But Kelsey, you ain't got that excuse. Okay, get it together before you talk about somebody else's house. Make sure that yours is in order itself. Uh, but once they got off of the little rail thingies and the messiness, and I was cracking up at Rula bringing her tequila. She had her margarita, her shaker to make the drinks, and she had glasses. Didn't pedal at all, but made drinks. I was hollering at Rula. Love a Gemini. We will definitely keep the party going. Um, and that's probably what's wrong with this cast too, because half of these women, based on their signs, are bullheaded, difficult, and not going to admit when they're wrong. It's a bunch of Tauruses, Geminis, and Scorpios on this cast, and Aquariuses. Saw a post online showing each of their signs, and I was like, that's why it's so explosive. It makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. It makes sense. Right. Rula, I said, who is this? At first, because I thought Rula was going to be closed off and kind of like sedity or quiet most of the time. Rula is a fun time. She said, Joe Ellen's not here. That's all I need to hear. She said, I've got my shaker, I've got ice, I've got margarita mix, I've got tequila. Rula was ready, and I'm here for it. Have a time. The excursion did look fun. It did. And it looked pretty and peaceful. And then at the end of it, they got to sit over that pretty cliff. It
Yeah.
looked really nice. I would do that if I ever went to Rhode Island. I don't think I would, but
I don't see me there either unless I'm curious about the seafood. That's the only way I would go. But you know,
I want
yeah.
seafood from a state occupied by people that season food, though. Um, I do. I do. I hate when people give seafood. They be like, "Oh, there's lobster," and they just
And
have
it'd
butter.
be
It's like
bland and butter and salt, and you
you ain't gonna
like,
put no garlic in that butter, or
I'm
no,
like,
like that's it,
damn. I'm
just the
like,
butter,
girl, if I wanted to go to Red Lobster, I would just go. Like, what the hell?
right? I would just go. Come
Right.
on. Oh, at the end of their little activity, though, Rosie tells Ashley of the conversation that Liz had about Ashley. And I'm looking and I'm like, why? Why? And Liz didn't even say nothing too bad. She's just like, she doesn't know Ashley yet. She's getting to know her. She felt like Ashley was quick to say hi and kind of get away from Liz when they first met. She didn't even say nothing bad. But I'm like, Rosie, Ashley's your homegirl outside of the show. So why you bringing mess to her, letting her know that Liz was talking about her when you're the one that brought up your friend in the first place? So you brought up your friend to be talked about, and then you ran to go tell your friend that she was talked about and what was said, while conveniently leaving out the fact that the only reason that Ashley came up as a topic was because of her friend Rosie. And it's interesting because Ashley, you just pulled this with Joe Ellen in the last episode.
Yep.
And now the stuff that you didn't like, you doing to your friend. Now, if it was anybody else in the group, I'd be like, whatever, give them what you need to give them, since Rosie claimed they ain't been the nicest to her. But I did not like that. I was like, girl, that is messy. And, you know, Ashley handled it well. She was like, she's shy and it takes her a while to open up. I am that way in person too, extremely quiet until I recognize someone as safe, non-problematic. I'm just going to be more reserved. And even people I know, when they be doing messy stuff, funny stuff, telling lies, I catch it all. I just choose to respond to what matters and what doesn't. That's just how I move. But I did not like that. How did you feel about that? Because I was looking at Rosie like, girl.
I had this problem when she did it with Joellen. If you guys go back to that live, I had that same issue when she was trying to get Kelsey's tea and, trying to mark Joellen as like this rude person because Joellen said, why don't you ask her? Like, leave her business alone. That's up to her. I don't like when this is my problem with Rosie. To me, you're bored. And
Mm-hmm.
it shows. It absolutely shows you're one of those people that you're bored in a circle of people and you're trying to get some shit started because it made no sense for you to throw your actual friend under the bus from a woman that all of y'all deem as scary. It makes no sense. So the fact that you were willing to do that, and Ashley, I hope you watching this. I hope you
Right.
watching this
Right.
thinking, "Oh, this lady can't be trusted." Because if she can do this to me this easily, imagine what she can do in a detriment of that.
Yep.
Like, oh wow. I was like, wow. And I had already said this about Rosie. I felt like I saw Karen-ish behavior from her. I definitely saw it. And this is only making it worse. She still has not done anything realistically Karen-ish yet, but it's building up to it. It's building up to it. All that's missing is her starting that damn crying. And then that's when we really gonna be, saying, oh yeah, this is definitely Karen
She's
behavior.
definitely given us I think Rosie's pivotal though, and will last on the show though, because she's so doggone messy that it will
Oh, for
always
sure.
keep the show going.
Yeah.
Sandra P said, I hated that she did that related to Rosie. Ashley has already felt like the odd one out. She has. And she's
Hmm.
trying to adjust. Like, respect your friend, respect her boundaries, help her to adjust. Don't make it more difficult. But as James said, all we can hope is that Ashley clocks it, pays attention, and remembers, okay, this girl may be cool with me, but as it relates to her and groups of friends, I gotta be cool and careful. Because
Yep.
she's going to have to be. For some reason, the ladies decided to role play Alicia discussing her finances and why she wants her name put on the house with her friends. She got emotional. I don't want to talk about it no more. Like, Alicia, what is role playing going to do? These women do not know your man. Stop talking about him and downing him on camera. Go have the conversation with him on camera to give it a shot. Stop talking about it with all of these other people. That's toxic and shows that she needs to grow up as it relates to being in a relationship as a whole. Like, this is too much, in my opinion. I'm not going to role play with my friends about all of, like, just go talk to your man. Because every time we see Alicia's dude on camera, he's greeting her, he's affectionate, he's kind to her family, he's good to their child, he's doing whatever she asks him to do. She has no problem hosting, family comes by all the time. Just talk to him. Stop talking to these other heifers about it.
To me, it's her daddy issues. This is what
Mm-hmm.
this is. This is her daddy issues, y'all. playing a part in her adult life. The reason why she's stagnant is not saying nothing, is not doing nothing, ain't pressing him about this house because she's scared that the optic is going to happen anywhere where he's just going to pick up everything and leave anyway. So she's holding on for dear life, not saying nothing, not doing everything he says, being pleasant, being nice because she's scared. But the thing about it is, ma'am, I want you to understand is this shit could happen anyway. No matter how nice you are, no matter how sweet you are, no matter how much you do for this man, pick up his dry cleaning, go by all the pizza restaurants and everything, this could still happen, even with you being nice. So Mrs. Best is correct in the way that she's saying you need to go and have a conversation. Hey, I need to have something from this relationship because I've been sitting out all this time helping you to raise our child. I need something. I'm not saying I need $1 million and one of two or three of the restaurants in this house. I'm just saying I need something to help me get started. If I want to start a business, if I want to go back to work, I need something to
Um,
help me get my
I'm
footing.
gonna read Miss Sandra's comment. It says she has to tell Billy. I think he'll hear her. Yeah, she just has to talk to Billy. I think it's really that simple. The more she talks about this without talking to her husband, the more she makes him look bad. Talk to him, and then go from there. But it seems like she's just sitting and stuck and complacent while
Hmm.
also uncomfortable. I just want Alicia to do something about it at this point. I don't want to keep hearing about this. Do something about it. Or if not, be quiet about it. Stack your money. You have a job now at least once a year for a couple months if this thing comes back, and go from there. Because Alicia, I can't with the cries and the tears and all of that. There's people going through real shit, girl. Be quiet. I'm just saying, like, I have to ask my man for money. Some people would love to be able to ask their man for money. Okay. But I hope Alicia figures it out. The last thing we see is them discussing Liz being scary. And Messy Rosie says that Alicia had commented about Liz acting mad all the time and feeling like she has to walk on eggshells and being afraid of her. And Alicia lost her marbles and went off on Rosie. She called her a troll. She called her a bitch. She told her to shut up and to watch her mouth. Alicia went bad on Rosie. And I'm not sure if it was a little bit of the fact that one, Alicia was just crying over a weird ass role play about her husband's situation and the house ain't in her name. But I mean, you're mad at Rosie for bringing up something that you said. And that was the thing, because she called her a troll and said that Rosie twisted her words and was trying to make a problem. And, yes, Rosie and Alicia, they do go to the side and make peace. And I didn't like how the group was like, well, why do you have to bring her to the side? Because it's easier in real life to talk to people separately than having a bunch of Bessie bitches who look forward to them beefing so y'all could get a season 2. If these chicks want a chance of making peace, Rosie was right to pull Alicia to the side. Also, if Alicia is freaking out because Rosie's reminding everybody in front of the group of something she actually did say, then the best thing she can say is, okay, well, I ain't gonna say you didn't say it, but let's go to the side and talk about it. Because Rosie, like, she was messy, but yes, Alicia did make those comments. And I'm like, if you know somebody for a long time, you have to be careful what you say to new mutual friends. You have to be careful what you say. You just do. So hoping I'm hoping that Alicia will get better, but I'm starting to think that Alicia's the scary one, not Liz, because it's scary that you could say something and then deny it just because you're in front of this person, go off on me so bad, like you want to fight, calling me a troll and all this other stuff. But then all it took was okay, well, I'm sorry. I didn't try to hurt your feelings for you to calm down that fast. Either you got bipolar 1 or 2 disorder, or you just are crazy. Because, I don't like when people do that. You tell a lie confidently, that you need to confidently be accountable for that lie. You get proven wrong. Don't just, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this and that. I want to move on. No, people be standing on it, trying to come at other people and tell lies. Be accountable, Alicia. Say you said it. It could have been a learning or teachable moment for Liz. But that's where the episode ends. I feel like a lot's going to happen with them. How did you feel about Alicia's snapping and lying?
I felt like that was absolutely crazy. And I was looking at Liz thinking, okay, if you really truly like, because Liz was playing it in everybody's face. I just want everybody to say Liz
Oh
was mad as
yeah,
hell about that, but
she
she was
was.
playing it everybody's face, making it because this is now the second time that Alicia has put out some shit about her or her life that she shouldn't have been saying. But Liz was like smiling. This is like, there's some truth to this shit. Because Liz was sitting there just smiling up, but Alicia, you are the scary one. You're the dangerous one. Because there's no way you should have put that. All that girl said was what you said, and that's exactly what you said. And there's proof that you said it. So
On camera.
you're on camera. So I don't know why you get mad calling her a snake, calling her saying she got snake eyes, and all. I was looking at this lady like, oh, you have lost your entire mind.
She did. She really did
Like
though.
you lost your mind.
Hot Mess
Like
Express.
But
Hot Mess
Liz,
Express.
Liz, I'm watching you though. I'm gonna let Liz know. Liz, I'm watching because I saw what you was doing. Liz, y'all, Liz was unbothered. She goes, "It's okay. No, it's okay," and everything. And I said, Liz, I'm sorry, but I know that. Look,
Sandra said Dolores was thoroughly entertained.
she
Liz would
was.
toast to the marshmallow. She was. But I mean, Dolores, you're supposed to be entertaining us, but you're thoroughly entertained. But I digress, Dolores. We'll see. And I'm mad at the New Jersey cast too, but Dolores and Teresa should not film together, in my opinion. But that is it, you guys, for Rhode Island. We'll be back again next week. I have a schedule. I think I posted a schedule on YouTube. I'm not sure if I posted the weekly schedule on YouTube, but I am going to be posting it as soon as this live is over. We're also going to head into, I'm going to head into, because I believe James has to go to work. I'm heading into the live for before the 90 days, 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. The reunion is next week, and we're going to recap the finale after this live. Tomorrow, I will have the 90 Day, the single life review up in the afternoon. And then I am adding Netflix's Temptation Island to the lineup. So I'll be adding some reviews of that as well. Always looking for shows to cover. So if there's a show you guys are interested in having me cover, let me know. My channel grows because I'm covering what y'all want me to, and it's working. So I'm going to keep doing it. Let me know. And some of the shows you're suggesting have been interesting. But I appreciate everybody, especially the replay gang. I'm going to head into my next live. Thank you, James, for being here. The link to his channel is in the description of this video. And I'll see you all later. And happy 420 if you partake. Adios.
Thank you much. Have a good one.